Hey Nick, it's a demo video for your Ahsoka hilt. I know you're excited to get this before May the 4th, and I'm going to try my best to get you your Ezra back too, but we got this puppy all done today. So we're going to go over it a little bit. First we'll show you the outside. Got your Cobra Tech knob, this guy. Control box is fake. It's just held in with a set screw. This piece was a loose piece, so I glued it down. A lot of pieces on here were meant to be glued, so such as like the two bunny ears. They gave me a little set screw piece on each one, and then it just holds it in place. So I glued those down, both sides. One thing I noticed that they didn't give me in the kit was your pins. For right here, you're supposed to have two pins. I had some spare Graflex pins. I tried them in there, but the hole's too small. So you might get a hold of Corbanth and see what they could do for you. But other than that, this on there, this on there, this is glued on, this is screwed in actually, and then your buttons. I know you and I talked a little bit about this, but this is your auxiliary button, and then completely on the other side is your activation. I did hook you up with, I don't know if you could see in there, this of course is a CFX neopixel, but I gave you the stock neopixel pins that look like this, so they have the LEDs in them for your blade plug. You didn't ask me for this, it was just something that I wanted, a little extra I wanted to do for you. So hopefully you like that. Let's get into it. You'll get into it by unscrewing the back. Couldn't do a removable battery on here because everything is, once I slid the chassis in, slid your core piece in, I had to come back and glue these buttons on afterwards. So it's not coming out. The board is right there, but the card is on the underside. Even though the card's on the underside, I loaded your 47 fonts on here. So you've got just about as much as that card can hold. And of the 47, of course, we had to start with this one.
Is it? I can't say yours is a name familiar to me.
Kill key out. Screw it back in. Flash on clash. We could put a blade in here so you can see it. Again, I don't have a 1-inch blade, but a full blade, but I've got this, so we'll test it with this. You'll notice right here, you'll see a set screw. That is your blade retention. So you do have a 20mm bass speaker in here, but because of the things that we talked about with your Ezra last time, turned your bass speaker down to 85%. So hopefully my 3D printer in the background is not drowning this out. But your speaker sits about right here inside the hilt. It vents out through these slits on both sides. Okay. This particular test blade that I've got fits in here pretty tight. So you might want to, you got one, you might want to sand it. Let me turn the light off. Activation. Your activation is always going to be on the right side of your control box. So I'm left-handed, but I'm assuming you're right-handed like most people, so when you're holding it, you can hit it from the outside. It's got a smooth swing. Tap for blaster deflex. Hold it for blade lockup. We will switch colors like we did last time. Hold down the auxiliary and turn the saber. And then just turn your saber. There whatever you like. I kind of left it on blue for Ahsoka. We can go through some of the sound fonts. Hold down the auxiliary button. This one will tell you battery life, by the way, if you have a full-size blade and you tap the auxiliary button. It's not showing it on the shorty, but it'll show you on a regular size one.
Sound bank selection.
Ahsoka. The Force is with you, young Snipe. This part. Always. This part. The Force is with you.
I'm gonna go back to
Exit menu. System menu. SD card unit.
put it back on the Ahsoka one for you.
I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?
To get to the music on this font, this is the Ahsoka font, but to get to that, just double tap the activation button. And then double tap it again to turn it off. So there is your hilt. It'll go out in the mail tomorrow. Thanks.